Can you build a multi-billion-dollar empire without a business plan? Richard Branson did, and he did it more than once. While most entrepreneurs spend months perfecting pitch decks, Branson launched Virgin with instinct, guts, and a notepad. No forecasts, no market analysis, just energy, creativity, and relentless hustle. He's proof that rules are optional when your vision is clear and your action is relentless. In this video, we break down wild but true ways Richard Branson defied traditional business advice and still won big. This isn't theory, it's blueprint. Let's unpack how a high school dropout built over 400 companies by winning it with purpose. He started with problems, not projections. Branson didn't launch companies by studying charts. He launched by spotting problems, then solving them creatively. Virgin Records started because he couldn't find the music he wanted. Virgin Atlantic began after his flight got canceled. No Excel sheets, no case studies, just Branson asking, "Can I do this better?" While traditional business plans obsess over projections, Branson obsesses over opportunities. His philosophy: find a pain point, offer a bold solution, and figure out the details as you go. This reactive, problem-first approach let him move faster than traditional operators. He didn't predict markets. He disrupted them. He launched fast and learned loud. Branson doesn't believe in waiting until everything is perfect. He believes in launching fast, listening hard, and learning in real time. Virgin Ventures often started with minimal setup, no deep analysis, and lots of improvisation. He embraced feedback not from reports, but from real customers. That's how Virgin megastores evolved, how Virgin Airlines adjusted mid-flight, literally, and how he iterated almost every brand. Branson's edge isn't flawless execution, it's fearless testing. He treats business like a lab, not a lecture. That's why he wins. While others plan, he plays fast. He built brands around vibes, not verticals. Most businesses stick to a lane. Branson didn't. He built Virgin into an umbrella brand that stretched across music, airlines, telecom, health, and even space travel. His secret? He didn't build by industry, he built by vibe. Virgin meant fun, rebellious, customer-first energy. That brand spirit carried into every venture. While competitors tried to specialize, Branson focused on brand feeling. It's not about what Virgin does, it's about how Virgin makes people feel. That consistency let him jump industries without losing identity. Traditionalists call that scattered. Branson calls it scalable culture. And it works. He outsourced the boring stuff. Branson knew what he was good at: ideas, energy, and brand. He didn't try to master accounting or legal or tech infrastructure. He delegated fast and often. From Virgin Records to Virgin Galactic, he surrounded himself with operators and partners who could handle the structure, so he could focus on momentum. A traditional business plan tries to account for everything. Branson built loose frameworks and filled in the gaps as he went. It wasn't lazy, it was strategic self-awareness. He didn't try to be everything. He just made sure everything got done. He let the brand lead the business. Branson didn't wait to get every operational detail sorted before building the Virgin brand. He created the vibe first: playful, irreverent, cheeky, and let that branding pull the business forward. People weren't just buying products, they were buying into Virgin's energy. That's how he got attention, loyalty, and momentum, long before the numbers made sense. His approach was the reverse of traditional thinking. Instead of building the back end first, he built belief. Then the rest followed. In Branson's world, branding is strategy. He turned stunts into strategy. Branson used wild PR stunts, hot air balloon trips, public bets, even dressing in drag to get media attention for Virgin brands. While traditional CEOs chase ad budgets, Branson made headlines by being the headline. His antics weren't random. They were deliberate plays to punch above his budget. A new Virgin business didn't need a $10 million marketing campaign if it got on the evening news. This approach made Virgin unforgettable. Branson understood that in a noisy world, attention is currency, and disruption gets remembered. No plan can buy that kind of momentum. He earned it with spectacle. He followed gut over metrics. Branson doesn't spend months analyzing KPIs before making moves. He trusts intuition, emotion, and customer instinct. He often says, "Screw it, let's do it." That's not recklessness. That's trusting experience and feel. Many of his biggest ventures were made on gut calls, not groupthink. While others wait for validation, he trusts momentum. That doesn't mean he ignores data, but he doesn't obey it. He uses it as feedback, not as gospel. The lesson? You can't spreadsheet your way to originality. Sometimes your gut sees what the graph can't. He treated failure as fuel. Virgin has launched over 400 businesses, and not all of them survived. Virgin Cola flopped. Virgin Brides failed. Virgin Cars, gone. But Branson didn't hide those losses. He owned them, learned from them, and kept launching. He sees failure as tuition. Most people fear failing because they think it ruins reputation. Branson uses failure to build reputation. It shows boldness. It builds character. His mindset: fall forward, fail fast, and never stop experimenting. In the world of Branson, failure isn't a dead end. It's a detour on the way to your next big win. He focused on people, not product. Branson believes businesses are built by people, not products. He hires based on energy, chemistry, and alignment with Virgin's values, not just skills. He invests in team culture over systems. That's why Virgin staff are fiercely loyal. When your team buys into the mission, execution follows. Traditional business logic says build systems, then people. Branson flips that: build people, and the systems will emerge. He built teams that wanted to win, not just clock in. That energy doesn't come from a business plan. It comes from culture. He used Virgin as a launchpad, not a limit. Most founders stay tied to one company. Branson used Virgin like a rocket, launching idea after idea under the same brand. He didn't get stuck trying to scale one vertical. He used Virgin's reputation to launch everything from airlines to mobile to space tourism. That mindset, use one win to fund the next bet, is how he moved fast without starting from scratch each time. Virgin was never just one company. It was an idea factory, and each success made the next launch easier. Traditional advice says focus. Branson says multiply smart. He turned customers into co-creators. Branson didn't build products for customers. He built them with customers. He was constantly listening, responding, adapting in real time. From changing flight menus to adding in-flight entertainment before others, he obsessed over real-world experience. No drawn-out planning cycles, no 5-year rollout charts. Just real feedback, real change, fast. That feedback loop helped Virgin stay nimble, personal, and loved. Customers didn't feel marketed to. They felt heard. That's how you build lifelong fans without a single line of a business plan. He built on energy, not ego. Branson's biggest strength? He never pretended to be a genius CEO. He led with humor, humility, and heart. That energy attracted great people, partners, and press. He wasn't obsessed with control. He was obsessed with culture. His role was to light the spark, then get out of the way. That leadership style created massive loyalty and constant innovation. While traditional CEOs build power structures, Branson built momentum. He didn't lead with a plan. He led with presence. And that made all the difference. Richard Branson didn't build Virgin by the book. He built it by breaking the book. No pitch decks, no polished plans, just instinct, courage, creativity, and a little chaos. He proved that if your mission is bold and your energy is real, structure will follow. Business plans are helpful, but they're not required. Action is. If you're stuck planning, remember, Branson just started. If this video shifted how you see entrepreneurship, drop a like, share your favorite takeaway in the comments, and subscribe to Rick Route, where rule breakers win and plans are optional.